Democrats are banding together to block ICE. Stephen Colbert is lashing out at his own network. And an impressive Olympic skier can help you improve your balance. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Izin Akabawu, in for Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, February 18th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. Elected Democrats in major US cities are trying to place new restrictions on ICE. Over the past year, President Donald Trump has deployed National Guard troops to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. He has also sent many ICE and Border Patrol agents to those cities, as well as Chicago, Portland, and Minneapolis. Democrats across the US are worried that their city will be next to be targeted for aggressive immigration law enforcement. Over the past 2 weeks, mayors in Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Boston, Oakland, and Seattle have signed executive orders attempting to restrict how and where ICE agents operate in their cities. A group of local prosecutors is also warning that ICE agents will be prosecuted under local law if they commit crime as they carry out their duties to detain undocumented immigrants. The coordinated efforts represent a new phase in the growing conflict between Trump and local elected officials. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered the firing of a senior Army spokesman. That's number 2. Colonel David Butler served as a military advisor to Army Secretary Dan Driscoll. Yesterday, the Post reported that Hegseth ordered Driscoll to fire Butler during a discussion last week. Driscoll is an Army veteran and a close friend of Vice President J.D. Vance. The demand for Butler's firing is the most recent clash between Hegseth and Driscoll. People familiar with their relationship said it appears that Hegseth has an issue with Driscoll's rising profile. The Army Secretary has increasing responsibilities within the Trump administration. Hegseth hasn't criticized Driscoll publicly, but he has remained silent, as others aligned with the Pentagon chief have done so in pointed terms. That includes the far-right political activist Laura Loomer. She's an unofficial advisor to President Trump. Number 3. Stephen Colbert said CBS blocked an interview with a Texas Democrat. On Monday night's show, CBS host Stephen Colbert rebuked his own network. He claimed lawyers for parent company Paramount Skydance stopped him from airing an interview with Texas State Representative James Tallarico. Tallarico is a U.S. Senate candidate. Here's Colbert speaking on his show.
He was supposed to be here, but we were told in no uncertain terms by our network's lawyers, who called us directly, that we could not have him on the broadcast. Then,
after that, the late-night host launched into a segment about the FCC's equal time rule. The rule requires broadcasters to provide equal opportunity to candidates. Colbert doubled down on those remarks on his show last night. News and talk show interviews have traditionally been exempt from the mandate, but last month, the FCC said talk shows would have to apply for exemptions to that rule for each of their programs. Nine skiers are missing after an avalanche in Northern California. That's number 4. A significant rescue mission is underway near Truckee, California. Yesterday, the area was hit by an avalanche, and 9 skiers have still not been found. In an email to the Post, a Nevada county official said 6 survivors had been found, and they would receive medical attention. But tough weather conditions are proving challenging for rescue teams. At least 46 emergency first responders are involved in the rescue effort. Snow is forecast to continue through tomorrow. Number 5. Buying a new car has become shockingly expensive. The average sticker price for a new car or truck now sits above $50,000. That's about 30% more than in 2019. The average monthly payment to buy a new vehicle has hit an all-time high, a little over $800. Some customers go even further about 1 in 5 new auto loans have monthly payments of at least $1,000. If you've been thinking of buying a new car, you're probably wondering what's going on. One big change is that car makers have largely abandoned entry-level vehicles in recent years. That's driving up average costs. But wealthier buyers are also driving the trend. The US economy has seen a widening divide between top earners and everyone else. That's creating what some economists call a K-shaped economy, and cars are no exception. Number 6. Some readers feel deceived by an essay on measles in The Atlantic. Last week, The Atlantic magazine published a story about measles. The 3,000-word essay is one of the most read pieces on its site, and it's generating controversy. The piece, about a child who dies from measles complications, is based on the writer's reporting and interviews with doctors. But the story itself is fictionalized. A short editor's note at the end explains this. Some media experts say the story breaches journalistic standards, and public health professionals say it could cause confusion, as vaccine skepticism is at an all-time high in the US. Readers who told their friends and social networks about the tragic death of a child are also deeply disappointed. Elizabeth Brunig, who wrote the essay, used to work at the Post. She has defended her work. And at number 7, Olympic skier Hunter Hess has superhuman balance, and you can learn a thing or two from him. Hess is one of the best half-pipe free skiers in the world. At the Winter Olympics, he's considered a strong bet to medal during the men's half-pipe free ski competition. Qualifying begins tomorrow. In the meantime, you can improve your own balance by stealing a few things from Hess's routine. Here are 3 of them. First, spend more time on one leg. For example, try balancing while brushing your teeth this morning. Second, close your eyes. Having no visual cues challenges your balance, so you can test yourself with your eyes closed. Third, get on your tiptoes. It's tough to balance up on the balls of your feet. Practice a few times a day and hold the position for as long as possible. To really test yourself, combine all 3. Find more of these expert tips in today's newsletter. But please, take care. We don't want any emails telling us you've injured yourselves while brushing your teeth. All right, you're all caught up. Before you go, make sure you're signed up for the 7 newsletter. It contains links to all the stories we talk about here on the podcast and a lot more. To find it, follow the link in our show notes or just search for the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Izin Akabawal. We'll meet you back here tomorrow.